Welcome to Range Time. I'm your host Ghost, and today we're out on the Range Ranger Light, and we're going to be looking at the triple nickel drill as well as the U.S. Air Marshal Qualifications. With that, let's get started. First up's the triple nickel. Essentially, you've got 5 targets in line in front of you, and each target needs to be hit with 2 rounds from concealment. You also need to have a reload between targets 2 and targets 4. So once I engage target 1, I can reload at any point, but it must be done before target 5. The objective here is to get this done within 5 seconds, thus the triple nickel. So we'll go ahead and give this a shot. I don't have a concealment rig on me or anything, so I'm just going to be starting from kind of a compressed low ready. And we'll see what we can do here. So we'll go ahead and get started. This is at 5 yards, by the way. You can try it at different ranges if it's a little too easy for you or with different targets. But if any of the rounds are outside the A zone or are touching the line, they do not count, and I don't count those runs. So we got to make sure that we're holding to that high standard of staying within inside the A zone. So go ahead and hit our timer and see what we can do. Okay, all hits are clean. We had that done in a 462, and I chose to reload after engaging my first target. We'll go ahead and do it again, and we'll change the reload point to see where if we can speed that up a little bit or if it's going to be about the same. So we'll reset our targets by pressing and holding the A button. All of them are clean, and we'll go ahead and do it again. Okay, and we'll look. 477. Not too bad overall. Definitely something I need to work on, especially if I was drawing from concealment. That's going to add probably a half to 0.8 seconds. So, yeah, worth me practicing this one a little bit more and seeing how fast I can get in real life with it too. But that's how I would do the triple nickel here in range, here in Ace. I forgot something. With the triple nickel, you have to be able to do it 3 times. We've just done it twice, so let's do it again. Okay. 473. So there you go. 3 times under 5 seconds with a reload in between targets 1 and targets 5 at any point that you choose. Go out and give it a try in real life and see how you compare to your ACE scores. The U.S. Air Marshal Qualification consists of 7 courses of fire, each with varying starting positions, number of rounds, and time standards. For the first one, it's coming from concealment, 1 shot on target, 2 strings totaling under 3.30 seconds. In my case, I don't have a concealment rig for my ACE holster or for my ACE firearm, so we're just going to do it from position of compressed low ready, and we'll note all the times. To note as well, the scoring zones here come into play. The A zone is worth 5 points, the C zone is worth 3 points, and the D zone is worth 1 point. Line breaks do not count. If you hit a line break, you get the lower points available, and you want to make sure that you're getting at least 135 points at the end out of 150 in order to pass the qualification. Additionally, if you bust any of the time standards, those do not count and you automatically fail the qualification. So again, in this first course of fire, it's going to be 2 strings coming from a position, in my case, of low ready, ideally from concealment. Come up and fire 1 shot to the center of mass. Okay, that one's well within the A zone, and that's at a 1 second. So we'll go ahead and do it one more time. Again, we want to stay under 3.30 seconds total. Perfect. And we didn't capture that time, oddly enough. Go ahead and do it one more time. Okay, still within the A zone. 1.03 seconds. We'll go ahead and mark 1 second and 1.30 seconds, as well as 10 total points for the first course of fire, and get back with the second course of fire. The second course of fire is a double tap from low ready. Total time for 2 strings is going to be 2.70, so we'll go ahead and run this twice. Note our times, note our hits. Both of those are in. 128. And both of those are in. 114. Well within the 2.70 time standard, so we'll mark down 128, 114, and a total of 20 points. The third course of fire for the U.S. Air Marshal Pistol Qualification is essentially a bill drill. We want to fire 6 shots center of mass with no more than 0.0 seconds between each of the shots, totaling no more than 3 seconds. This is only one string of fire, so we want to make sure that we get it right the first time, and it's from a position of low ready. We'll go ahead and try it out and see what we can do. Pretty easy without recoil, even in live fire at 7 yards. It's pretty manageable to get under 3 seconds. We'll see we were at a 1.91. All of our hits are in, so we'll go ahead and mark down 1.91 seconds, and we will mark down 30 points. The fourth course of fire is a 1 reload 1 from a position of low ready, with 2 strings, both of them occurring in under less than 6.50 seconds. Okay, first one's good at a 242. We'll go ahead and do it one more time. Ooh, almost, that might be a line break. 237, so a 242 and a 237 will go up and inspect our target. Nope, that's well within, so 242, 237, 20 points. Course of fire number 5 is a transition drill, so we're going to be shooting 1 shot on the target on the left, transitioning over 1 shot on the target on the right. This consists of 2 strings from a position of low ready, and the time standard for this is 3.30 seconds total time. We'll go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, that one's definitely out on the right, so we're only going to get 3 points for that one over there. Our time is 142. Good. 163. So we'll mark down 142, 163 with a total of 18 points. Course of fire number 6 is pivot 180 from concealment and engage 1 shot on each target with about a yard in between each. So we'll go ahead and turn around uprange, hit our timer, turn. I'm going to be again working from a position of compressed low ready, and fire 1 shot on each. The total time for 2 strings is 7 seconds. Go ahead and make sure we don't run into our wall. Hit the beeper. All hits are good. 3 seconds. Go ahead and set up for the second string. Make sure we're in our box too. Do a quick teleport. Okay. Okay. 332. Had a little trouble finding the dot on target number 1, and we threw a Charlie on target number 3 there, so we're going to have 10, 20, 25, 28 points with a 3, I think it was a 304 and a 332. The 7th course of fire is a little difficult to do in ace because getting a slide lock reload set up is a little challenging, so we're going to use our imaginations and pretend after our first shot we have a slide lock reload. So we're going to reload as we're taking a knee, and we're going to fire a second shot. This starts from a position of low ready, and we'll be doing this 2 times for a maximum total time between both strings of 8 seconds. Both of those shots are good. 265. Stand up and do it again. All right, both those hits are good. 279. So 265, 279, 20 points. So for our U.S. Air Marshal Qual here in Ace, I would have had a total time of 25.99. Doesn't really matter so long as you're meeting the time standard, but just in case you want to compare, and my total points would have been 146 out of 150. Definitely room for improvement. Something I can practice in live fire though and compare to my ace scores, see where the percentage difference is, and then continue to practice it here in ace to get better. So that was the triple nickel drill and the U.S. Air Marshal qualifications. Does it translate 1 for real life? No, but it does give you a standard baseline in acevr to be able to compare to your real life courses of fire and determine what areas you can improve on in the virtual space and what areas you need to improve on in real life. Hopefully that helps, and we'll see you next time on Range Time.